Hello, Namaskara. Myself, Naveen Kumar BS, working as a lecturer in Civil Department in Government Polytechnic Raichur under Department of Technical Education, Bangalore. From past 8 years, I am working as a lecturer in this college, but in last 2 years, I was in Mysore to complete my MTech in hydraulics. Now I completed my MTech and then I rejoined this college, and I am very joyful to work as a lecturer and to teach you people this subject. In this semester, I will going to handle construction technology. This is a very important subject and very interesting subject. So before introducing this subject, I want to introduce myself. I completed my BE in Civil Engineering from Malnad College of Engineering, Hassan, and then as I quoted earlier, I completed my MTech recently from National Institute of Engineering, Mysore. Presently, I am working as a lecturer in this college itself. So this is a brief introduction about me, about my qualification. So before introducing this subject to you people, I want to summarize, I want to make you people aware of this syllabus. So you can glance here. So it is visible to you people. Construction Technology, and it's a 4 credit course, and the contract hours is 52 hours. And then in this syllabus they have included some of the important topics like soil and its properties, foundations. So you can observe here. So foundation, and then stone and brick masonry, and then dampness and prevention of dampness, lintels and arches, doors and windows, and stairs. So don't think that construction technology is limited to this syllabus. This syllabus is framed such a way that so it is very unique part they have collected from that particular stream. Construction technology is a very vast topic. From that they have summarized some of the important topics and they have incorporated in your syllabus. So this is very important to know. For a civil engineer, these subject or these topics will be very useful when you work as a civil engineer in the field. After completing your diploma or BE, Bachelor of Engineering, you people may get opportunity to work in the field as an engineer. Then definitely this subject will going to help you to work there very efficiently. So that's why I am stressing very frequently that this is very important to know the construction activities which are going in the field. So first topic is soil and its properties. Everybody know what is soil. So this is a common word we usually hear. Soil, Kannada we say mannu. Perspective of civil engineer is different from a perspective of a farmer. ಅಂದರೆ ಅರ್ಥ ಏನು, ಒಬ್ಬ ರೈತನ ದೃಷ್ಟಿಕೋನ ಬೇರೆ ಮತ್ತು ಒಬ್ಬ ಸಿವಿಲ್ ಇಂಜಿನಿಯರ್ನ ದೃಷ್ಟಿಕೋನ ಬೇರೆ, ಸಾಯಿಲ್ನ ನೋಡುವ ರೀತಿ ಬೇರೆ. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಮೀನಿಂಗ್ ಈಸ್ perspective of farmer is in such a way that he must grow more crops in that particular soil. So the soil must be fertile. The perspective of a civil engineer is soil must be of a good strength. Why? Because the total load which will be transferred to soil, the soil will going to take the whole load. That's why soil must be having a better strength, or in other word we'll say safe bearing capacity. So we're going to learn one by one. So I'm just quoting the important topics they have mentioned here. Soil and its properties. So there are different types of soil based on the color, based on the properties, based on its texture, based on its what we call behavior. So in that way we can differentiate in many ways. So in this topic, once again we'll learn the bearing capacity of the soil. We're going to define it, and then we're going to learn the procedure how to calculate the bearing capacity of the soil. And if the soil is of a low strength, how it can be improved. As a perspective of civil engineer, I have quoted once again, I quoted earlier also, that the safe bearing capacity of the soil is very, very important. If safe bearing capacity of soil is less, then definitely we have to improve the properties of soil. But there are different methods. We are going to learn stage by stage. And then SBC values for various types of soils. As a civil engineer, we must memorize some of the important SBC values for different soils. So we'll go into study later on. And next one is foundation. So most of the people know what is foundation. For anything, foundation is very important. Particularly if we say for buildings, the foundation, we have to lay foundation. Anyhow, for roads also we lay foundation. For multi-story buildings, for any type of building we lay foundations. So foundation is a substructure which will be constructed below the beneath the soil or in the soil itself. So here we are going to learn the definition of foundation, different types of foundation. There are different types we will study later on. And then what about shallow foundation, what about deep foundation, and causes of failure of foundation and preventive measures, necessity of shoring and shuttering in structing in foundation excavation. So these are the things we will study in foundations. Stone and brick masonry. Everybody knows what is a masonry. It's a construction of walls by using stone or brick. If you construct a wall by using stone, it is defined as stone masonry. If you construct a wall by using brick, it is defined as brick masonry. So we'll learn different types of masonry works, and there are n number of works are there, masonry works. We'll learn step by step. And there are different bonds like English bond, Flemish bond. At this stage, if we explain all these things, it will be very hectic. So what I am doing is just highlighting the points, and I will leave it here itself. So we'll learn one by one. And then construction of cavity walls, partition wall, brick, concrete block. So these are the things which are in stone and brick masonry. And the fourth unit is dampness and prevention of dampness. Dampness ಅಂದರೆ ಏನಂದರೆ ತೇವಾಂಶ ಇರ್ತದಲ್ಲ, ಈಗ ಮನೆ ಮೇಲೆ ಸರಿಯಾಗಿ ನಾವು ವಾಟರ್ ಪ್ರೂಫಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡಲಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದರೆ ಮಳೆ ನೀರು ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಒಳಗಡೆಗೆ ಗೋಡೆಗೆ ಅಥವಾ ಛತ್ತಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತೀರಿ, ಬಾತ್ರೂಮ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಮೇಲ್ಗಡೆ ಬಾತ್ರೂಮ್ ಇದ್ದರೆ ನಾರ್ಮಲಾಗಿ ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ, ವಾಟರ್ ಪ್ರೂಫ್ ಸರಿಯಾಗಿ ಮಾಡಲಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಡ್ಯಾಂಪ್ನೆಸ್ ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟ್ ಅಂದರೆ moisture content will be there. Due to that reason, the fungi, it will going to grow in that particular area and it will going to disintegrate the concrete. So this is one of the biggest problem in case of buildings. So we are going to define the dampness and effect of dampness and prevention of dampness. We are going to list there are different types of damp proof materials. So we are going to learn that. Lintels and arches, these are one of the structural component in buildings. Lintel normally lintel ಅಂದರೆ ಏನು ನಿಮಗೆ ಟೆಕ್ನಿಕಲಿ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲದೆ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಬಟ್ ನೋಡಿರ್ತೀರಿ ನೀವು ವಿಂಡೋ ಇಂದ ಮೇಲ್ಗಡೆ ಭಾಗದಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಬೀಮ್ ಹೋಗ್ತದೆ, ಅದನ್ನು ನಾವು ಲಿಂಟಲ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಆ ಲೋಡು ಮೇಲ್ಗಡೆ ಏನು ಬರ್ತದೆ ವಾಲ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಓಪನಿಂಗ್ ಎಲ್ಲಿರ್ತದೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಮಾಡಿರ್ತೀವಿ ನಾವು ಲಿಂಟಲನ್ನು ಕೊಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಇಟ್ ಮೇ ಬಿ ಎಬೋ ದ ವಿಂಡೋ ಆರ್ ಇಟ್ ಮೇ ಬಿ ಎಬೋ ದ ಡೋರ್ಸ್. ಒಂದು ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಒಂದು ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂಸ್ ಕೋರ್ಸ್ ಬಂದಿರ್ತದೆ, ಅದು ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂಸ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಕಟ್ ಆದರೆ ಅದನ್ನು ಕಟ್ ಲಿಂಟಲ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಕಟ್ ಲಿಂಟಲ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಪರ್ಟಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ವಿಂಡೋ ಏನು ಸೈಜ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಅದು ಡೋರ್ ಏನು ಸೈಜ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಅದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಒಂದು 15 ಸೆಂಟಿಮೀಟ್ರ್ ಆಚೆ ಈಚೆ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಲೆಂತನ್ನು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟೆಂಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಬೇಸಿಕ್ ಡಿಫ್ರೆನ್ಸ್ ಬಿಟ್ವೀನ್ ಕಟ್ ಲಿಂಟಲ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂಸ್ ಲಿಂಟಲ್. So arches, again it's a type of opening. Normally we won't provide, sometime we can provide, we have an option to provide doors there. So arch means we will going to provide a curved shape lintel above the opening. So it will going to have the load and transmits the load to the supports at the extreme ends. Now arch ಅಂದರೆ ನೀವು ಸಾಮಾನ್ಯವಾಗಿ ಮನೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಆರ್ಕಿಟೆಕ್ಚರ್ ಪರ್ಪಸ್ಗೆ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಲೈಕ್ ಲಿಂಟಲ್ ಏನು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರ್ತೀವಿ ಅದ್ರ ಬದಲು ಸ್ಟ್ರೇಟ್ ಇರ್ತದೆ ಲಿಂಟಲ್, ಇದ್ರ ಬದಲು ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು ಕರ್ವ್ಡ್ ಶೇಪಲ್ಲಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟರೆ ವಿಲ್ ಗೋನ್ ಟು ಕಾಲ್ ಇಟ್ ಆಸ್ ಆರ್ಚ್. ಸೊ ಡಿಸೈನ್ ಇಸ್ ಡಿಫ್ರೆಂಟ್. ಡೋಂಟ್ ಕನ್ಫ್ಯೂಸ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ಲಿಂಟಲ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಆರ್ಚಸ್, ಬೋತ್ ಆರ್ ಡಿಫ್ರೆಂಟ್. Necessity of lintels, arches, sunshades, canopy, portico. There are different what we call parts of structural members. So we'll go on to study one by one. And there are different types of lintels based on the materials. So we'll go on to study later on. And then types of arches, that's also we'll go on to learn later stage. Doors and windows, everybody knows what is doors and windows. This is for doors for accessibility and windows for entry of air. And even can be classified as ventilators. Ventilators are provided at the top, for the ventilation purpose. Normally the bad air, that lighter air, it will go into accumulate at the top, the carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide. So those airs, it will be accumulated at the top. At that level, if we provide ventilators, the air can be exhausted. So normally exhaust fan ಅಡುಗೆ ಮನೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರ್ತೀವಿ, ಅದು ಅಷ್ಟೇ helps to exhaust the air. And here in this topic we will going to learn what is the definition for door, ventilators, windows, and what is the purpose. We'll study in detail as an engineer. Standard size of doors, windows, ventilators. So this is very important when we plan building. If we don't know the size of doors and windows, it is very difficult to allocate the size and as well as the position of doors and windows in the plan. And important types of doors, windows, ventilators, fixtures of doors, windows and ventilators. So we'll go on to study later on. Stairs, these are one of the structural component in buildings. For the vertical accessibility, on the floor in the ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಫ್ಲೋರಿಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ we need stairs. So instead of stairs we can provide lifts, we can provide escalators. So apart from this, stair is a very common thing. Normally we will go to use in buildings, residential buildings. We'll study definition. There are different components of stairs, so we call it as technical terms. And then what is the requirement of a good stair, what is the width of stair, what is the height of a stair, what about rise, tread. So there's many things to learn in this. We'll go on to study once again the later stage. And then classification of stairs, brief description of their suitability. So we'll go on to learn one by one. So in this session, so this is sufficient that I have highlighted about important topics as given in your syllabus. So you people just glance over the syllabus. So we'll study in detail in later classes, in the later sessions. Right. So you can observe here, the fourth one is floor. Floor andre nela. So ಮೇಲ್ಗಡೆ ಬಂತಂದ್ರೆ we'll call it as a roof. So purpose is different. Floor ಏನಿದೆ ನಡೆದಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ, roof ಏನಿದಕ್ಕೆ ಕವರ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದಕ್ಕೆ. So here in this topic we will going to learn different types of floors. Selection of flooring material. We can use, there are n number of materials available in the market. So based on our requirement, we're going to select. So normally ನೀವು ಹಳ್ಳಿ ಮನೆ ನೋಡೋದಾದರೆ ನೀವೇನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, ರೆಡ್ ಆಕ್ಸೈಡ್ ಹಾಕಿರ್ತೀರಿ. ವೆರಿ ಚೀಪ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ದ ವೆರಿ economical one. And there are different types of flooring materials available. So we'll study tile flooring, vitrified flooring, marble flooring, wooden flooring, vinyl flooring and cement concrete flooring. So these are things in flooring. In case of roof, there are different types of roofs available. Normally ನಾವು ಯಾವ ಥರ ನೋಡ್ತಿರ್ತೀವಿ ಅಂದರೆ, there are based on the inclination. Suppose if it is flat, we'll what is a flat roof, a pitched roof or inclined roof ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. Sometimes maybe arched roof, ಒಂಥರ ಗುಂಬಸ್ ಥರ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತೀವಿ, ಆರ್ಚ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರ್ತೀವಿ. ಸೊ arched roof. So, based on architectural purpose, we can change the roof. So in this topic we will going to learn different types of roofs and steel trusses. Steel trusses ಅಂದರೆ ನೀವು ಕಮರ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಇಂಡಸ್ಟ್ರಿಯಲ್ ಏರಿಯಾದಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡ್ತೀರಿ, ಸ್ಟೀಲ್ ಟ್ರಸ್ಸಿಂದ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತೀವಿ ಅಲ್ವಾ. Then common types of roofing materials, flat RCC roof, advantages, disadvantages, weather proof course for flat roofs. So these are things in case of roof. Scaffolding and shoring. So scaffolding means, ಸ್ಕಫೋಲ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ಅಂದರೆ ನೀವು ನಾರ್ಮಲಾಗಿ ನಿಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗಬೇಕಂತ ಹೇಳೋದಾದರೆ, ನಾವು ಪೇಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಇಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಅವಾಗ ನಮಗೆ ಹೈಟ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆದರೆ, ನಮ್ಮ ಕೈಯಿಂದ ಎಡ್ಸೋದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಮೇಲ್ಗಡೆ ಆದರೆ ನಾವೇನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, ವಿಲ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟ್ ಎ ಪ್ಲಾಟ್ಫಾರ್ಮ್. ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಎ ಟೆಂಪರರಿ ಪ್ಲಾಟ್ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ವಿಲ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟ್. ಅದ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ನಿಂತು ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು, ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು ಅಲ್ವಾ. ಅದು ಬೊಂಬಿಂದ ಕಟ್ಟಿರ್ತಾರೆ ಅಥವಾ ಮರದಿಂದ ಕಟ್ಟಿರ್ತಾರೆ ಅಥವಾ ಸ್ಟೀಲ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ scaffolding. There are different types of scaffolding. So we're going to learn from this topic. And then plastering, pointing and painting. Plastering ಏನಕ್ಕೆ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಅಂದರೆ, ಗೋಡೆ ಕಟ್ಟಿದ ಮೇಲೆ, ಅಥವಾ ಇಟ್ ಮೇ ಬಿ ಬ್ರಿಕ್ ಮೇಸನ್ರಿ ಆರ್ ಇಟ್ ಮೇ ಬಿ ಸ್ಟೋನ್ ಮೇಸನ್ರಿ. ಇನ್ ಆರ್ಡರ್ ಟು ಪ್ರೊಟೆಕ್ಟ್ ದ ಸ್ಟೋನ್, ನಾರ್ಮಲಿ ಸ್ಟೋನ್ ಮೇಸನ್ರಿ ಮಾಡೋದಿಲ್ಲ ನಾವು, ಬ್ರಿಕ್ ಮೇಸನ್ರಿ. ಸಪೋಸ್ ಇಫ್ ಯು ವಾಂಟ್ ಟು ಪ್ರೊಟೆಕ್ಟ್ ದ ಬ್ರಿಕ್ಸ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ರೈನ್, ಇಂಟರ್ನಲ್ ಮಾಡೋದಾದರೆ ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಅಗೇನ್ ಪ್ರೊಟೆಕ್ಷನ್. ಪೇಂಟಿಂಗ್ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಕಾಣಬೇಕು ಆರ್ಕಿಟೆಕ್ಚರಲ್ ಪರ್ಪಸ್ಸಿಗೆ, ವಿಲ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಯೂಸ್ ಪ್ಲಾಸ್ಟರಿಂಗ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದೆನ್ ವಿಲ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಪೇಂಟ್. ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟರ್ನಲ್ ಪ್ಲಾಸ್ಟರಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟರ್ನಲ್ ಪ್ಲಾಸ್ಟರಿಂಗು ಮಾಡಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಪೇಂಟಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಸೊ ಅಗೇನ್ ಇಟ್ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಆಸ್ ಎ ಪ್ರೊಟೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಫಾರ್ ವಾಲ್ಸ್. ಮಳೆ ಬಿದ್ದರೆ ಏನಾಗಬಾರ್ದು, ಬಿಸಿಲು ಬಿದ್ದರೆ ಏನಾಗಬಾರ್ದು ಅಂತ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, ವಿಲ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಪ್ರೊಟೆಕ್ಟ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಪ್ಲಾಸ್ಟರಿಂಗ್. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಪರ್ಪಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಪ್ರೊವೈಡಿಂಗ್ ಪ್ಲಾಸ್ಟರಿಂಗ್. ಪೇಂಟಿಂಗ್ ಯಾಕೆ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, painting is for architecture. Again it works, it acts as a protective material for plastering, and again it acts as a decorative material for architectural purpose. ಯಾವ ಕಲರ್ ಬಣ್ಣ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ನಮಗೇನಾಗ್ತದೆ, ಅಪಿಯರೆನ್ಸು ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಕಾಣ್ತದೆ. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಪರ್ಪಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಪೇಂಟಿಂಗ್. ಪಾಯಿಂಟಿಂಗ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್, ನೀವು ಗೋಡೆ ಕಟ್ಟಿದಾಗ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಅವರು, ಪ್ಲಾಸ್ಟರಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಮುಂಚೆ ಈ ಥರ ಗೆರೆ ಎಳಿತಾರೆ. ಗೆರೆ ಎಳೆದಲ್ಲಿ ಆ ಜಾಯಿಂಟ್ಸ್ ಇರ್ತದಲ್ಲ, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಗೆರೆ ಎಳಿತೀವಿ. ಯಾಕೆ, ಅದನ್ನು ಈ ಪ್ಲಾಸ್ಟರಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಅದು ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾಗಿ ಕೂರ್ಬೇಕಲ್ಲಿ, ಸೆಟ್ ಆಗಬೇಕದು, ಆ ಜಾಯಿಂಟಿಗೆ ಹೋಗಿ ಕೂತ್ಕೊಳ್ಳುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಪಾಯಿಂಟಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ಪ್ಲಾಸ್ಟರಿಂಗ್, ಪಾಯಿಂಟಿಂಗ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ painting. So here in this topic we will going to learn objects of plastering and requirements of good plaster, method of cement plastering, types of plaster, finishes, smooth and faced, rough cast, pebble dash, depth, scrap, texture finish, method of pointing, types of pointing, methods of painting, distempering, varnish and different surfaces. So in materials of construction, you people have studied different types of materials, different types of paints. So you can memorize that. There are different types of distempers. Varnish is different, distemper is different, right? So these are things you can study in this topic. And then ventilation system. So what we call in this ventilation system, ventilation ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು, ಸರ್ಕ್ಯುಲೇಷನ್ ಏರ್ ಸರ್ಕ್ಯುಲೇಷನ್ಗೋಸ್ಕರ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತೀವಿ ಅದನ್ನು ವೆಂಟಿಲೇಷನ್. So in this topic we will going to study definition, necessity and requirements of ventilation system, types of ventilation, all these things. And then in last topic is earthquake resistant, sorry, not last, earthquake resistant buildings. In India the zone has been categorized in as a, first it was 1 to 5. Now 1 has been removed, so now it is 2, 3, 4 and 5. So it has been categorized into 4 zones. 2 is a very less earthquake prone area and 5 represents very high earthquake prone area. So it has been classified in India, so we will going to study later on. And so to make earthquake resistant structures, what are the precautions or measures we have to take in buildings? So we will going to study later on. And the last topic is miscellaneous, the topic which is not suited in the previous topics has been listed separately. So waterproofing, structural glazing, bamboo as a construction material, precast, composed panel, anti-termite treatment. So these are things we will study later on. It will be very, what we call very important topics. When we study separately, it will be very convenient to you people. So if I highlight bamboo as a construction material, nowadays when I was looking a WhatsApp video and images, it was a very old construction method, but nowadays it is improving once again. Instead of steels we can use bamboo as a tensile material. It takes a part of tensile force or tensile stress. So at this stage it is very difficult to know what is tensile force, compressive force. Without knowing strength of materials, it is very different and difficult. So therefore what I am doing is I will end up here itself. So we will study one by one. So now at this stage you can memorize, these are the important topics in construction technology. So now onwards I will make videos of 30 minutes. So let's see in 30 minutes how much a part or content can be covered, I don't know, but anyhow I will make some videos of 30 minutes session. So I will try to complete this subject by making videos. Because of this COVID-19, so we can't have offline classes, we can't have contact classes. So therefore I've choose this video making session. It is, I thought it was very convenient to you and me to learn this subject. If you have any comments, you can contact or you can chat with me in WhatsApp. So if you have any doubts regarding the subject, you can ask me. So in this syllabus, I will upload this syllabus in WhatsApp group. You can download from there and you start preparing your own notes. Anyhow, I will upload notes and presentation in this WhatsApp group. You can download from there, but anyhow you have to maintain a separate notes and you have to prepare somehow. After this session I will give, that means after completing each session I will give some questions. You can prepare the answers for those questions. It will be very helpful for you people to answer in examinations. So apart from examination, this is very important subject, don't neglect. So study well. If you have any doubts, you can chat in the group. You can have my number from the group. So here in the syllabus you can observe here this is a model question paper they have given. In model question paper you can 1 minute. So here they have categorized as remember level questions, understanding level questions. Remember level questions are very what we call this for 5 marks. Understanding level be for 10 marks. So we'll see the model question paper. Yes, this is the model question paper. So you can observe here in examination they will ask answer any 6 questions out of 9. It means 9 questions they have given. Out of 9 you have to answer 6 questions, each carrying 5 marks. Total marks will be 30, and the remaining part will be from part B. Answer any 7 questions from a set of 10 questions. That means they have provided 10 questions. Out of 10 questions you have to answer 7, each carrying 7 marks. So these are the questions from understanding level, and these are the questions from remembering level. So you can categorize as a remembering level and understanding level. So based on this you prepare for your examination. Okay, fine. So this is about your syllabus and question paper. Okay, fine. I will end up this session here itself. If you have any doubt you can directly contact me. You can call me at any time, but better you call in the days, not the night. Thank you very much.